A little bit of a sluggish start for us, I thought, out of the gate. Didn't like some of the things that I saw early, but we locked in pretty quickly and were awfully good for the rest of the match. I thought we, really controlled it on our side. And I thought we did one of the hardest things there is to do in this game, which is really stay sharp, even though you're playing with a pretty comfortable lead. And so I thought that was a real sign of maturity from our team. So with that, I'll take questions.
Hey, Coach, Jared McDonald with the Daily News here. It seems like offensively, especially, I know last weekend you talked a lot about the defense, but today offensively, it seemed like a very good day. You guys hit over 450 as a team, and, two players, double-digit kills, Katie there with 9 and a very high hitting percentage. I guess, what did you think that made you guys so successful offensively today?
Well, I thought Nadia did a really good job of getting the ball to the right spots. She really played terrific. And, our hitters, it just takes a little while here. We really work hard to train our hitters to go through progressions. And, when you look out there, we're a pretty veteran group. We've got a lot of kids that have been through a lot of matches here. And, when they're dedicated to doing the right things, then I feel like we're going to have a good result. And, today was extraordinary offensively. I don't think we can hope to hit that every day, but for this day, I think one of the things we do such a good job of is staying so low error. To take 84 swings in a 3-set match and only have 4 hitting errors is pretty extraordinary. And so I think it's a combination of all those things.
Hi, Coach. This is Cassie from the Herald. So after seeing Florida Atlantic play today, what stood out to you, and what are some things that you would like to change for tomorrow's match?
Yeah, we just got to maintain what we did today. I thought we played awfully well. As I said during the week, Florida Atlantic is just a really young team. They're a really young team trying to navigate all this COVID nonsense with limited time together and all those things. And there's talent on that side of the net. They're just young and they're trying to figure things out. And, if I had a young team, I would be in that same boat. You're just trying different combinations and you're trying to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. And, we'd all like to be able to do that in practice and do it in scrimmages, but, we haven't had the opportunity to do that. And, Fernanda is a really great coach and, I have no doubt they'll continue to get better. I hope it just doesn't happen before tomorrow.
In terms of a complete match, offensively, defensively, everything putting together, do you feel like this was your best match of the season so far?
Yeah, with the combination of the two, I thought it was. The big emphasis every week, we've had a different emphasis. We're trying to, as I talk about to our team, I'm trying to get better at things before they cost us. And, this week's emphasis was serving. We really, I just haven't been comfortable that we've done the things that we need to do from the service line. And, again, today we had 6 aces and 2 errors, which is, 2 aces a set and only 2 misses for the entire match. Those are good numbers. And, when we do those things, I think we're a pretty good offensive team day in, day out. I think we're going to be pretty good defensively day in, day out, but there's certain things, blocking and serving are the things that when we do those things well, then I think it makes us very difficult to beat.
Hi, Coach. This is Cassidy again. So I know this COVID season has really impacted the schedule and impacted the players and everything. So how does it finally feel to have conference play underway?
Well, it's nice. It's just nice to be playing. Again, I'll say this 1,000 times. It's just so very nice to have a veteran team because, you see the struggles that are going on around college volleyball, and to have a team of veterans that have been through a lot of big matches. And then, again, just to see the struggles that they went through with such a long layoff, missing our season in the fall. And you see the dedication that they have to try to get week to week and stay healthy and, go through all the protocols to get to play the game now that, if you actually make it to game day, I think it's something to be celebrated. And we try to play the game with great joy in our hearts. And, I tell them, this has not been my mantra really for 26 straight years, but right now, every match before the match, I tell them, look, go have fun today. Go have fun today because this could look very different tomorrow or next week. And so let's, you've worked hard to get to this point. So let's go play with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, I've got one more, kind of a multi-part question. You talked about the serving. Ashley probably stands out a lot in that with her 3 aces, but she also has a career high 12 digs on the day. Her and Katie Isenbarger, it seemed like anytime she looked at the ball, it was hitting the floor on the opposite side of the net early in this match. Those two especially might get overlooked with some of the players that you have, but what did you think of their play today?
Listen, the WKU volleyball has been built on Ashley Hoods and Katie Isenbargers. We're blessed when we have a kid like a Paige Briggs that can come in here and from day one be a special talent and impact us a great deal on the court. But it's the Ashley Hoods and the Katie Isenbargers are the reasons why I coach. They're the kids, you look and see that we're a top 25 caliber program every year, and it's not because every kid we recruit is a top 25 kid. I'd like that to be the case, but it's just not. And so we have to find kids that have it in them and that have the right mindset, and we'll just go to work. And if you made me name the 2 kids off our roster who come in every single day and work at this game with a great attitude and with determination, I would start with Ashley Hood and Katie Isenbarger. And so I'm really happy to see them both playing really well. But I'm not surprised to see both of them playing really well because there are a couple kids that needed a little bit longer in training to figure some things out and figure out who they were. And because they accept coaching, because they come back and work at it every day, they're turning themselves into really, really important pieces on our team. And so I'm really, really proud of both of them. And again, it's what this program's been built on.
All right. Anything else for Coach?
Thank you, guys. Listen, now that the big game's out of the way today, I hear there's a football game going on later. So maybe that'll get you through your evening. So thanks again for your support.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. We've got Katie Isenbarger and Ashley Hood in here. When you're ready.
Hey, Ashley, this is Jared McDonald with the Daily News here in Bowling Green. It seems like probably the most complete game that you guys have played, considering offensively, defensively today. What do you think was kind of the biggest thing that led to your success against this FAU team?
I think just everybody being locked in on what they're supposed to be doing and just being able to have fun with it too and staying locked in throughout all 3 sets in all phases, defensively, offensively, serving and everything. So I think it was just about staying locked in.
Hey, Ashley, this is Cassie from the Herald. So you hit 2 back-to-back aces in this 3rd set. So how are you going to stay confident going into this match tomorrow?
I'm just going to keep doing what we've been training this whole week and just keeping it simple and what we're supposed to be doing. And like I said, just doing our job. It's going to be just about being confident in what we can do and knowing that we can do it. So it'll just be the same thing as today, I guess.
Kind of going off Cassidy's question, Coach talked a lot about serving being the focus heading into this weekend's matchups. I guess overall, I believe 6 assists, 2 errors. I guess how do you feel like you guys did and you personally did serving today?
I think serving played a really key part of us spreading out those last 2 matches. I mean, Hallie had a run of like 10 points or something, and I think that's really key for us moving forward. And I just think we all really got to work this week, and we're confident in putting pressure on the other team tonight and hopefully tomorrow.
Hey, Ashley, it's Cassidy again. So you guys now hold like a 26 win streak over FAU. So is this going to affect anything like going into tomorrow's match?
Tomorrow, our mentality just to stay locked in and just to focus on ourselves because the match is a completely new day and we just have to stay locked in on our side of the net as well.
Anything else for us?
And yeah, I have one more question. So how are you generally feeling with the start of conference play starting today?
Honestly, the whole message that Travis has been saying it to us is just be grateful. And honestly, I just feel so grateful to be able to be playing. Because it's so crazy right now with everything that's going on. So honestly, I'm just grateful to be playing and having gratitude in every time we do get to play.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.
Go ahead with questions when you're ready.
Hey, Katie. Jared McDonald with the Daily News here. Offensively, you guys played very well tonight. You know, hit over 450, only 4 errors. I guess what did you see that led to that success against this FAU team?
I think that was a very important aspect, for sure. And I think since we do have such a veteran team, I mean, only having 4 errors is pretty incredible, but we should be pretty solid. You know, that's like a standard, that's an expectation. I think more than anything, what led to our win is just like our serving, really. And I mean, yeah, that's what I think our biggest thing was. We really worked hard on that this week in practice. But yeah.
Hey Katie, this is Cassidy from the Herald. So after playing Florida Atlantic today, is there anything like specific that you guys would want to change about the way you play tomorrow?
There's really nothing I don't think we need to do. We just need to continue to do what we did, especially in the last two matches. Just stay focused on our side. And I know, like, for me specifically, I'm thinking about the specific things I need to do, and everyone on the team has their own individual things that they need to make sure they're mentally prepared for and ready for when we play again. So if we do what we did today mentally and prepare, I think the same result, and we should be good for tomorrow too.
Katie, Jared with the Daily News here. You know, if there was something to, I guess, be critical about, hard to find, but early in that first set, it seemed like a little bit sluggish coming out. Do you think that was like a communication issue, or I guess what did you see that kind of led to a little bit of a sluggish start?
Yeah, I honestly think that we weren't necessarily as locked in as we needed to be. I think I don't know why, but it just took a couple points to really get ourselves into it, and that's not like we were not happy with ourselves after that first set, regardless of the score. We're not worried about that right now. But yeah, I think just the last 2 sets we're really happy with ourselves because I think we, you know, came out of that first set not as locked in, and we really focused on that and got the job done.
Okay, this is Cassidy again. So now that conference play is underway, like what are your general feelings leading up into the season?
I'm just really excited, honestly, that we got to this point pretty seamlessly without, you know, any problems. We didn't have any cancellations or anything. It's just going to be about everyone on the team every single day being ready to play because you don't know what's going to happen. And I think especially today, it was just awesome to get some of the younger players in. And like something Travis said in the locker room after the game was he's not putting in those players just to like make them feel good, you know. They're an important part of our team, and there might be a time, very, very possibly be a time where we're going to have Shannon Keck and, you know, Sam Canner and Jen Rush playing, and it's not that far off, and they're going to be our starters, you know. So I think they did a really good job today as well. But
Anything else for Kate?